Hey guys, Pete here. I wanted to take some time and make a video to help some of you who don't quite understand or just want to further understand what silhouetting is. A lot of concept artists in the industry take silhouettes. They take any brush, a pencil, whatever they want to do on paper or digital, and you just make various shapes. Just throw a bunch of marks down on the page, see what you come up with, flip them around, skew them, warp them. I took some of these shapes and I decided to go a certain direction with them. I'm going with the mechs and robots type genre. This one you can see all of the brush strokes pointed to this one area on the left, so I wanted to take, and I saw in my mind some jets in the back and some wings or type fins coming off, and the bottom looked like a tanker. So I made it more of a submersive type thing, or where the jets are propelling it on top of water, and there's fins that are going to be made on top of that tanker part. It just seemed like that was the direction it went. I mean, just look in your mind and see where these things go. I mean, it's pretty much your imagination. They're just silhouettes. That's exactly what it is. There's no plan. It's not like I drew these things with a specific idea. I want to make this type of robot. I just threw these marks down, and I walked away for about 5 minutes, and I came back and I said, oh, I see this shape. So this one looked more like a walking creature, kind of like an Ed 209 or something from RoboCop, with giant arms that for stabbing or smashing or prodding. This one kind of looked like a more traditional mech with butterfly wings in the back, something Japanese or anime-ish, where it has pointy legs and giant sword-like arms for knifing or slashing, and just like, you know what I mean? Do some sound effects when you draw. You know what I mean? Get into it. It's about putting your emotions and your personality on the page. If you don't have a personality, I mean, you're gonna have some dull stuff on the page. This was another type of mech with a bipedal type mechanical organism with and I thought those looked like jetpacks coming out the back with giant fins. It's got a big stomach. I'm using about 80 to 90% gray for the silhouetting for the dark part, and then I'm taking a lighter gray or a white and putting some line detail over it, so that I have room to do shading or tinting if I want to go back into it and further define it. This one looked more like a tank from the side with a gun pointing and a cap. I later take this one and flesh it out. It's more like a stand in the back where somebody can stand. So it turned into a type of tank creation that is more the size of a person, like a quad or an ATV, rather than a full-size giant tank that can house maybe 9 guys or something. It can only ride one with maybe a stow on the back. This one was more like a jellyfish or a stingray type creature or mech that had electrical lines that came out. The idea came from a stingray and a jellyfish. It wasn't planned, it was just what I saw in the shape. This one was a little more rendered out because I had an idea of where it was going to go, and I needed to see it myself to keep the idea in my head fresh. Uh, this one, it kind of looked like a microscope or something sitting on a desk. That's what I saw in my head. So instead of making it a walkable creature or mech, I decided to turn it into a tank type thing, a tank type character where there's the wheels, the tank wheels, and it's carrying something in the back. It's more like a capsule. Those antennas or antlers, whatever they look like, are actually antennas that communicate to the mothership off planet, because this is a droid that gets sent down to uninhabited planets that the alien or human can't go on to because, I don't know, maybe they can't breathe in the atmosphere. So this collects specimens, and that's a little tube in the back that collects the specimens, whether they be live organisms or something toxic. It picks it up with all of those arms. This one I was flipping around, I had a hard time. but I saw a drill, and in my mind I went back to the movie with kind of Matrix style, where the Sentinels had the drills digging into the ground to get to Zion, and I wanted to make a different version of it, even though it kind of comes out the same. I mean, I want to take this off the list because it's already been done, and I don't want to present something that looks too similar to something that was popular, because then you get branded as this guy who's taking ideas from something popular. It's okay to do that and flatter people with imitation or a nod to it, but not something that's fully it looks fully copied, or just, a couple things have changed, and this looks too similar to that. So at least to me it does. So I want to present ideas that are more original, that have some aspects of trend or popularity that a viewer can associate with. So as far as I take that one, it won't go any further. It's just for my own personal. And I size everything out after I'm done with picking the ones that I want. And then this is a round two. I go in and I further detail some of these to get the full idea, or just bring it to a point where I'm happy with it in order to bring it to the next level, because I can see something but it wasn't exactly where I wanted it to be. I can see that it could be something good, it could be something usable, but I wasn't happy with where it was, so I take it to where I'm happy. That not so much that I could present it. I probably would be able to present this, because after doing the white and the gray values, it's kind of appealing and you can see more detail. But I would take this to another level, like a clean line, and then do some lighter gray shading and shadow casting, tinting. There, I was saving the project. Be sure to save your projects. I I crash projects all the time in Photoshop and lose a lot of work and have to do it over. I'm just very fortunate that I'm a fast worker. Um, I take the tank one, the tank silhouette, and I decide to bring that to a more finished level, because I can see that one more clearly in my head. Everything else I can see to a certain extent, but this one I want to get out the way because I can see it and I don't want to lose that idea. And the original tank design, the silhouette, it had a World War II-ish feel to it, very dated and boxy. I wanted to bring it more to a modern level, more like something like 007-ish, where you can see a bad guy on the back, maybe a drone or a couple, goons riding some of these in the snow or in a desert. And I brought it to that. I'm going to create a character next, not just because it needs a character to go with it, but for size, for scale relation. What I want to do is just block out a character and then bring this to a decently shaded level. And I'm going to line the character in because I want him to be as representable as the vehicle. So this is the finished product I get. Throw a little bit of a gray background on it, drop shadow, and a light source, and my perspective is correct because I had a horizon line. And that's pretty much the tutorial. So thank you. Please subscribe. There's more to come.